What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man, Chaz Ellis, once again, giving you the information that you asked me for. Got a really good question from a young lady. She was saying, why is it so hard for men to get over cheating when women get over it all the time? You're kind of right. That does happen. First of all, make sure you go to the askchazzellis.com so you can be a part of some of these discussions and also be a part of picking the next video. Also, go ahead and get your free tickets to the 10 Steps to Recovering from Rock Bottom live stream. That's going to be going on until December the 15th. Make sure you get a hold of those. Also, if you want to get a consultation or you want to make a donation, askchazzellisproject.com. Anyway, well, number one reason for that is when you cheat on a guy, he just doesn't feel special. Now, I know women are like, what are you talking about? When you cheat on us, we don't feel special either. We don't feel special. We don't feel special. Well, here's what I mean when I say the guy doesn't feel special. See, as a woman, you're not just walking around, we wish, but for the most part, women aren't just walking around having sex with anybody. They're not. Women aren't just walking around just giving it up. Like, yo, hey girl, can I hit? And they're like, of course you can. That doesn't really happen. Unless you play in the NBA or something like that, which most of us don't, so it doesn't really, never mind. For the most part, it doesn't work that way. You have to have something going. So, but if you're a reasonably attractive woman and you walked up to a dude and was like, can we have sex? He's pretty much going to say yes. I'll bet you, I don't even know all of y'all, but I'll bet you there's not more than 2 women out there who have been turned down for sex by someone who has not had sex with them before. Your husband doesn't count. So, as a man, you giving us sex makes us feel special. Okay? We feel special that we're the one getting sex. Because when we're not special, we are usually in what they call the friend zone. I know some of you have heard of it. This is when you are cool with a girl, she does everything with you, but does not give your ass any sex. So when you give someone else sex, it basically says that person is on the same level or even a higher one than us. Now the converse for men is we will have sex with anybody, pretty much. Oh, she had a fat ass. That's enough. That's a good enough reason. Y'all, I don't got to tell women that. But we could be having sex with somebody for 5 years. And they say, oh my gosh, we've been having sex for 5 years. Is it okay that we go meet your parents? We'd be like that bear. You know that the meme that's got the little snuggle soft bear where you be like, that's how a guy look when you ask her, bitch, hell no. That's how it is, you know. They could be with you for 5 years having sex, and you ask to meet their parents, and they're like, no. So that's how that's why women will still feel special often, even if the guy cheats, they still feel like, well, she's just a scamp that he was smashing, because that's what guys do. For us, we feel like, well, dang, what's the difference between I'm just doing the work to be with you? He's hitting. He's getting the smash. I'm doing all the work. He's getting the smash. You know, girls don't feel the same because, you know, a lot of times guys make a girl work to be in a relationship, whereas girls would let a guy be in all the relationship part with no sex. So a guy just doesn't feel special. Number 2, oddly enough, when a guy cheats, he doesn't really lose value in the same way as a girl does when she cheats. And here's why. When a girl cheats, we basically look at you as being the conquered. It's just the way it is. Now, is that right or wrong or whatever the case may be? It comes from our interactions with you before. Basically, you got to jump through some hoops to get sex from a girl. There are no hoops to jump through to get sex from a guy. All you have to do is show up. Period. If you show up on a guy's doorstep 4 o'clock in the morning talking about in your drawers, like, hey, I'm trying to have sex. He's going to be like, girl, I was hoping you would say that. This is my dream, girl. I'm sorry, I'm just surprised. Now, let a dude do that. You probably get the police called on you. You'll be in the back of the squad car crying, oh, I just want to get some. They did it to me. I thought it was cool, though. Now I gotta go to jail for this bullshit, nigga. Hold it down. No, but that's how it is. It's like there's no real effort to get sex from a guy. So a lot of times a girl ain't really going like, okay, if a girl says, I had sex with your man, you're mad at him for having sex with the girl, but you're not thinking to yourself like, oh, you accomplished some major feat that took me so much effort to, I had to work to hit this. A lot of guys had to work to have sex with you. So then when you cheat on them, it's like, damn, you just gave this dude what I had to work hard for. You just gave it to this nigga. Like, I think that, it devalues you a lot of times. It's like, dang, you just let this dude hit it. So why should I go through all this thing of being with you and being in a relationship and all this stuff when you just let dudes hit for free? I know it may not sound cool to y'all, but just think about it from a guy's perspective. It's kind of like, it's difficult a lot of times to get a girl to have sex with you. Not every girl, but I'm talking about the kind that you want to be in a relationship with. Sometimes it takes a little work to get her to have sex with you because that's just the nature of it. A lot of times we wish it would be easier, but it's not. A lot of times a girl make you do a bunch of crap to get with her. So guys don't do that. So that's not what devalues a guy. If a girl has sex with him, you're like, oh, well, what is that? Anybody can have sex with a guy. It's not like he would be more devalued to you probably if he was to go take her to meet his parents or he was to go spend a lot of money on her or, things of that nature. He'd probably be more devalued if he did that. But he's not devalued so much because you don't feel like she conquered him. You feel more like he conquered her. Like, okay, he hit it because, duh, that's what guys do. You were there and he hit it. You didn't convince him to have sex with you. He's a dude. So that's kind of what it is. We feel like he got you to have sex with him, and that makes us feel like you're devalued. Number 3. We wifed you up. The dude feels like a sucker. He wifed you up. Especially if y'all got married. He wifed you up. He feels like a lame. He feels like the dumbest person in the world because he wifed up a girl who just gonna let some random dude smash. Once again, it goes back to the nature of our relationships. This dude got down on one knee, gave you a ring and all that. If he didn't, you shouldn't have got married to him. That was dumb. He got down on one knee, gave you a ring and all that. And then you gonna sit up here and have sex with some other dude. He feels like a complete sucker. He feels like he paid for something someone else got for free. You notice that's going to be a theme. He feels like I wiped you up and now this other clown just gets to smash. What kind of mess is that? It's bullcrap. So that's what you're going to get a lot of, and it's going to be harder for the guy to get over. Just because there's a certain factor there of I got screwed over, I got the short end of the stick. Now, a lot of women get upset about the cheating thing, but they also get the solace of knowing that they're on a pedestal above the other girl. If you're married to a guy, it's not even debatable. You're on a pedestal that know that other girl's not gonna get on. He's not gonna marry that chick. I know, how many niggas I know that told that lie to girls? Man, if me and my girl break up, you gonna get married to your ass. We gonna get married, I promise. I know some girls that's still waiting on that. And it's been like 5 years. Anyway. When you marry somebody, it just says you have that forever to say I've achieved this goal. I got married to him, you didn't. So I think that's a big part of it. That's why a lot of girls they get angry when their guy cheats on them, but they always feel like I'm on a pedestal because I'm married to him. You're nobody. As a guy, we kind of feel like I married you. You probably would get married to this dude if you would have asked, but I asked. So I'm a sucker. That's kind of how the dudes feel. Y'all put some comments in the box below, especially guys. Comment, let them know if y'all feel the same way, and give them also some of the other reasons why you might get a little bit more upset than a girl would. Let them know what's up. Once again, it's your man Chaz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also go to chazzellisproject.com. Peace.